And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's Michigan taking on Michigan. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And getting to start, Brandon Sproat. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Robinson hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Fastball is outside. 1 out, bases empty. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next one just misses. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Swings through that one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
2 on, 1 out. Leach now at the plate. On the ground, right side. Has some trouble with it. He gets to the bag in time, and on the outer run scores.
A lot going on right there. First of all, first baseman making that diving stop. So many times he's looking desperately for the pitcher to feed it to, but he decides to get up and beat that base runner to the bag. Pretty impressive right there.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. That's a laser base hit. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 2-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the left fielder. Now the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Diving, makes the grab.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back at Comerica Park. And on the mound today, Noble Meyer. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Nice grab. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
And here is Curtis Mead. On the ground right side. Gets it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Take a look at the lineup, and it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Yeah, the batter now, Chet Williams. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that is that. Second inning set to go. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, number 23. And a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And down on strikes. And 1 away.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Now here is Brady Sanoha.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the catcher. 2 down, nobody on. And now 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. And that's outside. And a base hit up the middle. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 5.
Next is the speedy first baseman. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and the batter now, Ryan Clifford. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The lefty fires. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. McAdoo makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 5th, second baseman, number 9.
Now it's the second baseman. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 2nd out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Baez. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now the DH. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Ball 2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Robinson should have this one Reaches for it, but it's foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 13.
Here's the third baseman. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So a man at first. Here's the left fielder. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, number 12. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting 8, catcher, number 15.
And now the catcher comes up to hit.
That's ball 2.
Tap foul at the plate. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Christian Robinson now. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. On to the fourth, and now the right fielder, number 23. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Here's the second baseman. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss at a slider. Action in the pen down there. Dominic Hamill up and throwing. Number 43 also getting ready. That one just misses, and that's ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Struck him out looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 1-1. Outside. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. Ready to go, bottom four. Now, number 22.
Number 22.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hit on the ground to the right side. McAdoo takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Third baseman, Curtis Mead.
So digging in, Curtis Mead. Just missed. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now the shortstop, Chet Williams. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 2 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. High in the air, out to right. Settles under it. He makes the grab, and the inning is over.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Dominic Hamill.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Shortstop, number
So the
2.
batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch
That's
misses,
ball 2.
and the count's even at 2. That one ripped. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Richie McAdoo. Got him swinging.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And a 1-1. And a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. And we're at the top of the fifth. Inside. And it's 2-2. Towards first. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting number 3.
Now it's the DH.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Number 9.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Next is the designated hitter, Jesus Baez.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now the left fielder.
Two balls, one strike.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Here's the catcher. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. The Wolverines have the advantage, 2-0. Back here in Detroit, and now it's switch hitting third baseman number 13. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Now batting number 1.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the left fielder. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
That pitch is out.
Throw to second. Save.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Man at second.
That's ball 3.
That's in there. Full count now.
That's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
And out number 1 on the grab.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And it's gone. He hammers one out to right. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now Brady Sanoha. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And they'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that's ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So, man aboard at the plate, Gavin Hicks. Ground ball, could be 2. 1 at second, out on to first, double play, and that's the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Christian Robinson. And he chases that one. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 up, 2 down.
Now that is third baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Curtis Mead. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, number 43.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's the shortstop.
Leading things off, shortstop number 2.
And it is 2-1. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. And And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He'll touch them all. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And here's the first baseman. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's the center fielder. Out to short, Williams. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 43 won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Steve Silva.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And next is the designated hitter. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Under it. Hooks it away for the out.
Now batting, number 13.
Now the third baseman.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Out to short. Zips it across. Out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jake Latz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And delivers outside.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Clifford. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next offering way upstairs. Movement in the bullpen. Nabil Krismat getting ready to go. Kranick also throwing. Next pitch just misses. Counts full, 3-2. Williams gets his lead at first with nobody out. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, out towards right center. Moving under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away.
Now batting, number 9.
So a man aboard. Now it's the second baseman. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And that one upstairs. Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw to third. In there safely. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And now the DH, Jesus Baez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that is downstairs. Now 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Sanoja squeezes it out. Number 2.
Now batting, number 12.
Now the left fielder. Two on, 2 outs. Outside low. And a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
To third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and they get the out. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
That one catches the zone, and that's strike 2. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, number 11.
2 outs, base is empty. Brady Sanoja, the next to hit. Next offering upstairs. Smoked on the ground a second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, number 15. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, and now the right fielder, Christian Robinson.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 gone.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Now batting, third baseman Curtis Mead.
Here's the third baseman, Curtis Mead. Ground ball left side. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. And we're back. We go to the 9th, and now the switch hitting catcher, number 34. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. See ya. He made him pay for that one. It's 7-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Steve Silva out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching,
Lucas Sims taking over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
now batting, number 5.
And now the first baseman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that one a little bit high.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one catches the corner for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Now batting, number 7.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside part of the plate. JT Leach up next. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Next is the designated hitter. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Max Kranick.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's a 1-1. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. He's in there. Ryan Clifford will hit next. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Just off the outside edge. The count now 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's the second baseman.
Number 9.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. McAdoo sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 57.
So they're down to their final out. Now it's the DH, Jesus Baez. Outside low, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.